Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Cam, and as you probably know, this is a short presentation just showing you how you can get a 30% or more revenue for your e-commerce store every single month with email marketing. So, if you also didn't notice the link below, I'm accepting only a few people for a free email strategy audit where me or a member of the ENZ marketing team will hop on a quick call to review your current email marketing needs and help you start making money from email marketing. But that's not what this presentation is about. This is purely about how me and my team generate 30% or more from email marketing for our clients. So first off, I like to call email marketing the accelerator effect. Why? Because once you have the system set up and you put your foot on the gas, you start running your Facebook ads, you start running your YouTube ads, even Google ads, whatever you're running, it doesn't matter. Email marketing is really going to help you accelerate all the marketing efforts that you're doing, and it really helps your e-commerce store or your business move forward. So most e-commerce stores have the acceleration down, they have the car down, but they don't have the acceleration effect that email marketing actually provides. They're spending tons of money on email marketing for their ads, but they're not capturing leads for their website, they're not following up with them, they're not following up with emails that actually help with lowering the abandoned cart rate. They don't have upsell email flows. They're just missing out on so much potential revenue they could have had if they just had an email marketing system set up for their business. And this actually holds true for most e-commerce stores because I've worked with 100 plus e-commerce stores, made my clients over $1 million in revenue, and I've noticed three huge mistakes that almost every company that we've worked with has made. So in this presentation, I'm going to show you the 3 easy wins you can implement to take your email marketing from average or non-existent to an email marketing money-making machine. And it's all very simple, guys. And in this presentation, I'm going to run you through everything. I'll also be showing you guys a few case studies from some different clients that we do email marketing for, where we help them grow their email marketing machine. So I'll be going through all the mistakes they were making and how we help them pretty much. So that's what you have to expect in this presentation. So I've been working with e-commerce stores for a long time now, and there is a few easy wins you can implement that will help you break through your sales plateau and also outcompete your competition's emails. And you can even turn your email list into a money-making machine, like I've said before. Some people actually refer to their email list as like an ATM. Don't quote me on that though, it's not my quote, but it's definitely how people view their email list. And I will also be explaining how to grow your email list as well. So keep in mind that there are a certain type of people that I work with. I often work with businesses that are generating a lot of sales but have no email marketing set up and have no time to set it up. I also work with people who are making some money with email marketing but need help to get past the 30% plus mark with their email marketing profits. And lastly, I work with people who haven't been talking or sending emails to their email list, but want to start making money from it. So by the end of this presentation, you will learn exactly how to build an email marketing money-making machine that gets you a 30% or more boost in revenue per month. So let's get started. Mistake number 1. The first one is copywriting confusion. After working with many different people and looking inside their email marketing machines, a lot of people are confused about what it actually means to write well to your emails. They think you need to use the same copywriting you use for Facebook ads, the same copywriting you use for your landing page, but that's not the case at all. Or there's also been this notion going around called value, value, sell, which is a great way to actually lose money with email marketing. If you do not tell people what you want them to buy, they will forget about you. So I'll be showing you guys a very simple way that we do our email copywriting that really helps you start earning more money from it. And lastly, of course, is the call to action email, which is the key point that a lot of your emails are probably missing. Let me show you guys how we actually do it. So first off, you need to find the answer to this question. Why should someone buy from you? A lot of stores have a lot of trouble answering this question because they have guarantees and great manufacturing for their products. They have a lot of customers and they have great reviews. They just aren't presenting this information to somebody who is on the fence of buying from you or buying from you again. Most people forget the real reason why customers want to buy from them in the first place, and they don't push that in their email copywriting. So basically, you're missing out on a ton of money if you're not implementing these key ideas, and I'll show you guys exactly what I mean. The first easy win is an irresistible copy. So you need to figure out the key reasons why someone wants to buy from you and build your emails around those key points. These key reasons are actually right in front of you, and they're not something secret. They're very simple copywriting points. And here are the 5 keys to email copywriting that we use in almost all of our emails to really make them work for our customers. So first of all, you need to figure out what are the main benefits of your product. How is it going to affect someone's life, and how are they going to look and feel when using it? And then if your product is pain focused, what sort of pains in their lives will it be solving by using your products? Also, if they have any objections, you need to talk those away and explain to them why they should consider buying your product, right? Even if they have these objections, or this could even count for frequently asked questions, some people have products that can be confusing for first-time buyers. And if they can explain those better, they will get a lot less support request emails and a lot more sales. Then, of course, there's the guarantees. If you can reverse someone's risk when they're coming to buy your products, that's really going to help them. That's really going to help them push over the edge and buy, right? And lastly, for a lot of businesses, they have a lot of reviews and testimonials and success stories from people who love their products, but they aren't putting this information into emails, and that's really losing them an incredible number of sales for them. I can't stress that enough. So here's just a quick case study of one of my clients. This client had a lot of trouble converting their free users into paid users. I believe this was for a productivity software, and we looked at all the reasons why someone would use their productivity software and how it would help their business. So that means we looked at all the different features of their software and also all the big pain points that their audience was facing. So we put together an email sequence. The first email was focused just around the general software, the general features, and the main pain points they solved. But then in email number 2, we focused on the next biggest pain point, which for this client was people getting lost in YouTube funnels where, they would just start watching a YouTube video and get recommendations for new videos, and before you know it, half their day is gone. So that was a big problem they were trying to solve. So we wrote the second email in a longer email sequence, focusing on specifically that pain point and how this software solved it. And if you can create emails that dig into different pain points and different benefits a little bit more in depth, then maybe someone won't engage with your first 1 or 2 emails. But then email number 3 in that sequence is going to really catch their attention, because maybe that's the pain point that's really bothering them that they're looking for a solution to. When they see their email, it's like a light that comes onto their head, They say, I finally found it. I found it. This is it. I finally found the way that I can solve this problem, or I found the way that I can get this benefit. You need to infuse your emails with this content. It's definitely a game changer, guys. So the next thing is being lost in the flows. A lot of first-time clients that come to me, they actually think they need to get like a massive email marketing machine started up right from scratch. They want to have a 24 email nurture flow. They want to have an abandoned cart that goes on from now until the customer dies. They want to get a massive email marketing sequence set up, but that's actually not the best way to build a powerful email marketing machine. So first of all, this is a big misconception. More emails does not mean more money if you are doing it incorrectly, if you're doing it wrong. I've seen many clients that are just have overly long email sequences where maybe they're making money on the first email, but then all the rest of these emails in a year-long sequence are just making $0 each. And that's because they're not really digging into the pain points, and they thought they just needed an overly long sequence, when really a shorter sequence was the better option for them. And here's another misconception. So the number 1 well-written email is actually worth 10 templated emails. Like one written email is actually worth 10 templated emails. One personalized one, that is. Especially if you put these written emails using some of the advice I give you in the previous section. then this is actually going to work a lot better for those stranded templated emails that everybody sends. Because to be honest, everyone is reading the same blogs. They have the same email templates. It's all very basic. It's not personalized. And this is the big reason why they actually don't work well, to be honest. Everyone else is using the same email templates, even your competitors, everyone. And they probably look a lot like this. So if you look at this email, this is the standard abandoned cart email that so many people that I started working with sent. If somebody is actually on the fence for buying your product and they read this, would this really push them over the edge saying that you can't hold it anymore? I don't think anyone's going to fall for this. It's just like a very simple ploy trying to get them to finish the order. You're not giving them any information about the benefits of your product. You're not talking about who you are as a brand, and it's really hurting your sales, guys. Here's actually an abandoned cart email for one of our clients, and right above the return checkout, I actually removed some information just to keep this client's information secret, of course. But right above the return to checkout button, there's products. The products are merged in there. So in this email, we are showing that you actually know your customers, that you are one of them. We are giving them some social proof, right? By talking about some of the outstanding reviews that they have. This is even just a section of this email. There was more to this one, but I just cut it down to make it simpler for you guys. They're basically giving them the right offer at the right time. I'm not even giving them a discount in this first email. I'm just saying that we have free shipping on orders over 69 pounds. So you just have to give them a little bit of a push is basically what I'm saying. If you're considering buying your product, if they're considering buying your product and you give them a little bit of a discount or a little bit of an offer, that can definitely push them over the edge. And of course, there's guarantees of support that you offer. Just all this information is really helping someone who is on the fence of buying to make the right decisions. And these emails actually are really convincing to them to buy instead of telling them that they forgot something. That's not going to work. So here's an example of a results comparison, and it's very difficult to show exactly two businesses side to side, but what I've seen from emails when you create them more personalized, like on the copywritten side, where you're actually merging in their first name and you're creating all these points in their emails, they're going to start opening the emails a lot more. They're going to be clicking a lot more. They're even going to be buying a lot more, right? So personalized is the way to go. The templated emails, they can make you sales, but imagine how many sales you're missing out on because you're not infusing these emails with these copywriting points. So the easy win number 2 is creating high impact flows that actually grow your business. So instead of trying to get a million different email flows set up, just focus on getting your core flows set up, building those out really well, writing them really well, and those growing wins from those. Because you don't want to try and create all your emails at once and then realize that some of your flows are not really performing, that you wasted time and money putting together these long email sequences when really only the first couple emails are going to be making you money. And of course, having a strategy and review process where just on a monthly basis you're looking into the stats, seeing how you can grow your email marketing machine even more. And here, this is actually the dirty secret that most email marketers don't want you to know. And it actually comes back to the Pareto principle, where 20% of your effort generates 80% of your results, and 80% of your effort generates 20% of your results. So when it comes to email marketing, that means that 80% of your email profits actually come from the first 1 to 3 emails in each flow. I will say this doesn't account for everybody in the market. There are a lot of people with a lot of different businesses, but this actually holds true for a lot of my clients, where most of their money is coming from these first 3 emails, and then you get diminishing returns on each email you send after those first 3. Sometimes even smaller percents of sales can mean a lot to clients. And if you structure these right, you can actually make a lot of sales even with longer sequences. But you just need to keep in mind that most of the money going to come is going to be from the first 3 emails, 1 to 3 emails. So you don't need a lot of emails. You just need a very few hyper-targeted emails. That's the key. And here's just a quick case study of one of my clients, another one. This client came to us and they were looking for someone to just set up their email marketing. They didn't have any email flows set up, but they were already making some sales. So they came to me asking for a lot of emails, and they wanted a huge email marketing machine. But I said, hey, let's wait. Let's set up your core email sequences, which are actually these 5 sequences. So simple abandoned cart, a nurture sequence, an after purchase sequence, an eyebrows abandonment sequence, and as well as a back sequence, a win back sequence. These 5 email flows actually ended up giving them a 24% increase in sales with only 10 emails. And then, of course, we can build upon these wins and see how these emails are performing and build sequences to make them longer. But you can get a lot of revenue from a very low amount of emails if you do them right. That's the point I'm trying to make here. And here's another client where we actually started working with them when they were making $0 with email marketing. And then we implemented the first few flows into their business. And then after growing it and reviewing the emails with what we're working with and adding some more sequences, we were able to grow on those wins as well. In the first 2 sequences, they were actually abandoned cart and browse abandonment emails. And we started doing some experimentation where we did some split tests for different categories, and you can see that the flow revenue just grew massively, exponentially, and it's also distributed their flow revenue across their flows a little bit more as well. Things can fluctuate when you get really good at email marketing, but overall revenue will increase if you're running the right experiments with the right strategy. This is so just keep that in mind. This is like a good thing to keep in mind, and you'll probably, when you go from 0 to 1, no emails, getting your first 10 emails set up, that's when you'll see the greatest increases. But I will keep increasing it will keep increasing if you keep nurturing this email marketing machine, your email marketing machine. You have to keep nurturing it. So the last point is the biggest mistake is campaign inconsistencies, guys. A lot of people have no idea what they're doing when they're sending email campaigns, or they realize that, the holidays are coming up and they just throw together some email and send it out in less than 5 minutes, and your list hasn't heard from you in 2 months and they're going to complain, and then you're going to complain about low open rates and bad engagement. That's what happens. Or they just have a list that they've never actually cleaned, so most people have no long-term strategy when it comes to these email campaigns. And here's a big question. Have you actually been testing your email campaigns? Have you been trying out a few different offers? Sending out emails to see what your audience is actually into and what works. Most people think that you just need to keep hitting them over the head with coupons and discounts. But actually, I've seen some clients where we once we actually implemented a nurturing email strategy, very nurturing campaign strategy, where we're giving their subscriber list different topics they can dive into, teaching them about different parts of the business. We've actually made a lot of sales that don't even have a coupon code. We're not even trying to sell them. We're just giving them information. We're just talking about previous people's success stories, about the business, interesting topics of the market. Once you can test out these different email marketing topics, these email topics, you start to see what your audience actually likes to read, their interest, and that actually makes you a lot of sales. It's hard to believe. And then there's the Goldilocks zone of email campaigns, where on the left side you have the big bowl, and it's like sending way too many emails, just overflowing people. And then there's, on the other side, you're only sending 1 email, maybe every promo period. You're not nurturing your list, and it's really hurting your campaign sales. But then there's the middle point, and I can't tell you exactly what that is, because it depends on your market and it depends on a lot of different factors. But there's actually a sweet spot where you can send people a good amount of email. Sometimes it's once per week, sometimes it's 3 times per week. It depends, right? But you can nurture them enough where you can get a consistent sales, consistent open rates. You'll stay out of the spam box, and when a big holiday rolls around or you're ready to launch a new product, you're just going to get a huge flood of sales, because these people are already reading your emails and they are already engaged with you. So the easiest win that I can teach you is how to get maximum engagement with maximum profits. And that starts with testing different content for your audience. Only segmenting when it makes sense. A lot of people want to just create crazy segments in their emails when they've never sent anything out. But you have to be really smart with segmentation, and you don't really need to segment your list if you're selling roughly the same products to everybody, right? It really depends on your business, so don't get crazy with any type of segmentation or making things overly complicated, because email marketing can really be simple if you look at it the right way. And then once you find your Goldilocks zone and you're keeping your list warm and engaged, it's going to be a huge hit whenever you launch a product or do anything, honestly. Your sales are just going to shoot up like crazy, like never before. And now you're probably thinking, what do I send to these people? What are the different topics I can actually introduce to my audience that they'll want to read about? Well, here's just 5 easy newsletter topics that just about any business can do that they don't do. So the first one is just a simple testimonial newsletter. So just talk about how much you love your customers and showing off some reviews from a couple different products. So that's just a way that shows your audience that you're the real deal. People love buying from you, and maybe they want to be your next positive review, right? So sending them a reminder of all that really helps with almost every single business, and they're really going to engage with your list because they see that there's a community behind your business, and it really helps emotionally engage, and it really helps them emotionally engage with it, right? Next is the product feature. Just showcasing one of your best-selling products, just writing about the features of the product, talking about the pains it solves, or the reviews you have for that product, and just doing a feature on it. Even if it's already one of your best-selling products, there's probably a lot of people on your list who still haven't bought it yet, or were just considering buying it, and this is going to give them a great reason to just say, yes, today's the day I buy. Next, of course, is the pain solution email, where you're just digging into one of the pain points your product solves and explaining how your product solves that pain point in detail. Maybe writing a story about that. That's something a lot of people miss out on when they have these pain-based products, because you don't know what are the pains of every single person in your market. Maybe some people have bought it for a different pain point, but then you write this kind of email and another section of your market realizes it can solve a different pain point for them, so they buy. Next, of course, is the content spinner email, and that's where you actually can find an interesting piece of content in your market, potentially using a tool to find like a niche article that your audience loves, or just taking your best converting blog post or your most recent blog post and turning it into a short bite-sized email. That's something where you'll be able to find content all over the internet that your audience will love. And if you can just rewrite the content into a relatively short email, then they're going to probably love your email as well. And then lastly, it's just a story email. If you have a well-established brand and you work with a lot of different clients, or you work with charity events or anything like that, you can include that story into an email and send it out. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to have a much more emotional connection to your brand just because you took the time to tell them more about your story and about who you are. And here's just a quick case study of how we went from 18,000 subscribers to $83,000 in 1 month. And it was just very simple. We were just trying different topics onto the list, and you'll see that some of these emails, usually the ones where we do promotions for special events, those are what bring in like a lot of sales. But even emails that just have a lot more content and are talking about their users, those can still bring in a lot of sales. So email sales will fluctuate depending on what you're sending them. But you can still keep open rates relatively high and test out different topics. For example, I believe that the email with 3.7% open rate, that wasn't even a big sales email. That was just some interesting content for the audience. And we saw that a lot of people just bought from that because they were interested in the content, and we don't even need a promo code. So testing out these different email topics is essential for keeping your list engaged and getting more and more people to buy, right? And then, of course, taking people that had no campaign strategy, This client was actually only making around $2,000 with email marketing. They were sending very inconsistent emails, and then we went and infused some strategy in that, started talking about the pain points that their product solved. We did a product launch, and then all of a sudden they were up to 27% other than their sales from email marketing, which is a huge bump. That's crazy that they were missing out on. That's just a crazy amount that they were missing out on because they weren't talking to their list properly. It's all about the nurture. You have to nurture your list. So you actually have the right system. You actually have to have the right system to generate these results. I'm giving you a quick overview because I can't go into too much detail on this. I don't want to make this webinar or this session 10 hours long, but you need to have a proper system to generate these results I'm showing you. And there's actually like a hard way that a lot of people take, which is trying to set up the email marketing themselves, but they don't really know what they're doing. They don't really have a strategy. They don't have an expert look into it. There's 10,000 different combinations. If you're trying to unlock this lock and you were just throwing combinations at the wall, there's probably 10,000 different combinations you could try, and you probably wouldn't get it unlocked. Maybe you would get lucky, but most people are going to fail. It's not going to work. But there is an easy way, and that actually comes with working with an expert like us at ENZ Marketing, and actually someone who has the knowledge in email marketing to take your sales and take your marketing to the next level. So if you're looking for a predictable money-making email marketing system that generates you 10, 20, 30% or more revenue every single month, then it could be a good chance for us to talk about this. I work with a lot of clients who are looking to get their email sales to 30% or more. If they're looking to decrease their cost per customer, they want to make more money from their email list, or they just want to get customers they already have to buy more and more often, right? So all these problems and all these things can be solved with email marketing, and email marketing can help all your marketing efforts that you're already doing. So there's three types of clients that I typically work with. I believe I mentioned this before. Some people who have no email marketing system and have no time to set it up. It's very common. Most e-commerce store owners are trying to work on the next ad, find the next high-selling product, and they don't have time to figure out the whole email marketing system, right? So, which is, what me and my team specialize in. So, and then there's people that are making some money from email marketing, and they just need some help, right? They need some help breaking through to that 30% mark. I will not say that every client, it depends on it depends on the model. You can get up to 30% when it comes to email marketing, right? Not every person can get that high, but you're likely missing out on a lot of sales. And even if you can just generate 15% more sales from email marketing, once you get it set up, that will just be a consistent 15% every single month that you are missing out on. Or some people have a big list and they want to start engaging with their list and start making money from it. And they just don't know the re-engagement strategy, which is something that is very common for a lot of clients that we've worked with clients in the past. So here's how the process works. If you're looking into getting your email marketing set up, and if you fit in one of those categories of people who are already making some money from their e-commerce store and really want to turn on that acceleration effect that I was mentioning that email can bring in, then it would be a good idea for you to apply and make sure you qualify for an email marketing email strategy audit, right? A free one. The better fit, the better results, right? So we're actually looking for a few new clients to add to ENZ Marketing that would make really easy wins. To be quite selfish, actually, we want to get some more testimonials from our clients, and I want to bring in a few new clients and have some great case study stories, pretty much. So what you would be getting if you applied below is just a personal, custom, tailored, one-on-one strategy session with you and the ENZ Marketing team. And this is where we actually get to dig into your email marketing and figure out what your business needs and how to get you results in the fastest time possible. So we currently only have a few spots open right now. So just click the link below and apply. You'll just fill out a short form to apply. It only takes 30 seconds and helps bring a lot more information to us so we can actually look into your email marketing system and make sure you're a great fit for us and how we can help you better, right? So that's everything. I hope you really enjoyed this presentation. The team and I hope to talk to you soon and help you with your email marketing. So yeah, talk soon. Bye for now.